Hey guys, Luke here, and this is episode 22 of my Rugby League Live 3 West Tigers career, man. Now, this is a bit of a different one. Obviously, last episode was the grand final, which we lost in Golden Point, a field goal from Drew Hutchison. Saw the Dragons lifting the trophy, which is so disappointing, especially we had the lead late on, an error by Tedesco not getting up high enough against Jack de Belin, and Jack de Belin scored the try, evening it up. Just so annoying, and then poor defence in Golden Point, just, we deserve to lose, I think, but still, it was a bit of pill to swallow, and I didn't really enjoy that game at all, that episode. But what we need to do is not awards, but just sort of reflect on our season. And we had a great season, regardless of the grand final loss. We won the minor premiership, which is a great achievement. I just think the ending to our season, it sort of soured it a little bit. But if you look at all our results, we played really, really well against all the big sides. Obviously, we had a bit of a losing streak towards the back end of the season, which is what I think sort of killed our season, to be honest. We made the grand final. We didn't play all that well in any of the finals. So again, we played better than what we did the few rounds before the finals, but we never really hit our stride in the finals, which I think it was due to the suspensions to Chris Lawrence just before he was back for the finals, but the few rounds before where our momentum was lost, he was gone, followed by Tedesco getting suspended, fullback, which is, he's been instrumental this last few seasons. He's one of our most important players. And then Aaron Woods, our top forward, was also suspended all the way up until the grand final. So he missed the whole final series except for the grand final. Come back in, was a bit rusty, and it was just a bit disappointing. But we had a few sort of players who had a breakout year for us. Obviously, Nofaluma is someone who players, and if you're a proper NRL fan, you'll know who Nofaluma is. He scored some incredible tries throughout his time at the Tigers. But for us personally in this career mode, we had Pat Richards and Kevin Maguire on the wings last season. So there was a wing spot on offer when Pat Richards left for Manly. Kitty Glyman we signed from the Dragons, and Nofaluma were the options. They were the contenders, and we went with Nofaluma just because he was, loyal to the Tigers for all those years, and he'd been there. So he was in there on merit sort of thing rather than on any form. Although we did try and trial them both in the trials, and, they're both pretty even, I've got to say. But Nofaluma was there, and he didn't let us down one bit. The only little bit disappointing thing is sometimes he got chased down by players like Cooper Cronk and that sort of stuff. But, they are some speedsters on this game, whether they are in real life. But Cooper Cronk very fast in this game, so no shame in that, I have to say. But a great season. In terms of the halves, I think a lot of people have been saying, you need to move Sirenin to lock and that sort of stuff. And, with the signings we've made for next season, I don't think that's an option. We've got Elijah Taylor coming in next season. He's a big marquee signing, as well as David Clemmer in the prop position. Now, I've seen a lot of people saying you're signing too many forwards, you need to sign some backs. And, why? I don't think I need to sign any backs. We've got Chris Lawrence, who's, 87 rated or something. Tim Simone is the weakest out of all our backs and all that sort of stuff. And he's a really, really good player as well. I think he's like 85, 86, as well as the Guayman off Luma on the wings there. And then we've got Kitty Glyman as a backup, which I think is pretty suitable, with Tedesco at fullback. So I think we got a pretty good back line. Luke Brooks is really, really good in this game. Curtis Sirenin also very good in this game, and no doubt we'll move to lock or second row eventually. But for now, I think we need to keep him in the halves. I think our forward pack, what we're going for is a team that can just bash players, and that 5'8" position. We've got Luke Brooks, who isn't the best defender, but Curtis Sirenin is a very good defender, and that's why he will continue to be in the halves for next season. But I can't express how disappointing I am. I just recorded the grand final video just not too long before this, like the commentary that is, and just reliving that was quite heartbreaking. It is a video game, but it was so annoying. You spend the whole season, thinking you're going to win the premiership and then get beat in Golden Point. It was so annoying. And there was a thought in my head of do I just act like it didn't happen? Not rewind it, but replay the game and just act like I won it. And I was like, I can't. It'd be fake. You'd be able to tell. I couldn't do that. So, definitely was annoying. You could tell I was a bit annoyed by it. But next season we've got some great signings. Jake Grenfell in a hooker. Although Martin Charrington and Cameron King rotated the hooker position very, very well in my opinion. But I think we're going to have to rotate hooker position again, because Jake Grenfell doesn't play the whole 80, but he is like 91 rated or something. So we haven't had a hooker that good since Robbie Farah retired after the first season. So it would have been interesting to see if we had Robbie Farah this year. How would we have done? I think we probably would have won it, but maybe the salary cap would have been a bit different. I don't know. But Sam Thaiday, Alex Glenn, and Chris Griezmann were the big signings for this season, and they did a tremendous job. Some more than others. I think Sam Thaiday was probably the best out of them, followed by Alex Glenn and then Griezmann. Obviously, Griezmann off the bench. He had his moments, scored a few tries in that. Alex Glenn was very, very solid, and Sam Thaiday was, he was Sam Thaiday. He was doing what he does best, taking those huge runs and that sort of stuff. And he actually was playing good minutes for us. Mark Cooper was another one that's probably, I'm not sure where he stands for next season, but he did a pretty solid job. He played as pretty much another prop, really, and I'm not sure if that's what I want to go for. Obviously, like I said before, I want to go for the size and try and bash sides, but I kind of like having some skillful players as well. And Keith Galloway, we have re-signed him, and there's Siaso Su. I don't really know who's going to get a bench spot, but there's bench spots for offer. David Clemmer will come into the side, whether he starts or off the bench, not really sure, but he'll be in that first team somewhere. I think that's pretty much, I've covered everything throughout the season. I've covered, results we had throughout the year. We just pretty much had a great season. You don't get minor premiership without having, a good season. You don't fluke in a minor premiership, I don't think. It's a long season. You could have an easy draw, but I don't think we did. We had a pretty tough draw, I think. And, we played well up until the last few rounds, and I think we just never regained our form that we had for the majority of the season, which was disappointing, but it is what it is, and we're just going to have to try and pick it up next season. We did win the Auckland Nines, which was nice, but it is only the Auckland Nines, and I didn't particularly care about it, and I don't think I'll care about it this season. I will be sending over a pretty weakened squad for the next season, so Auckland Nines, don't expect a repeat, a back-to-back for the Auckland Nines. It's just, I don't know, my focus is on the NRL, proper NRL premiership, and that's what we're going to be aiming for next season. A minor premiership for next season, I don't really care about. If we get it, that's good, but a top 4 is a must, and I think we're going to shit it in next year, to be honest with you. I think we're going to destroy. That's what we're going for. And that's where this video is going to end. Hope you did enjoy it. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter at Mr. Luke on YT. Facebook page in the description below. And quickly before I go, I'll say my player of the season, I would have to give it to... it's a tough one. I'd say probably Luke Brooks, maybe. Leave in the comments who would be your player of the season. I'm assuming there's going to be lots of Kevin Aguama, David Nofoaluma, that sort of stuff. The wingers always seem to poll pretty well on this sort of stuff, but yeah. Anyways, now this is where the video is going to end. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time, or whenever my next series starts. Bye, guys.